wondering if you could clarify anything with Zach, because if yesterday the broadcast was reporting that he left with dehydration and then it was a head injury but not concussion protocol, and then it was concussion protocol. I'm just wondering if you can kind of clarify the timeline and things that went down there.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure on the communication. I just know that it came from up top that they wanted to review a possible head injury, and he was put in the protocol, and that's it. We've got to meet with his doctors and just see if there's actual clearance on their part. There's got to be clearance on our doctor's parts. So there's a lot of steps there, and then obviously there's got to be a discussion with Aaron in terms of what the next step would be and the comfort level of everybody on board. So it's not something that's made in a vacuum, but all the right conversations would be had. You always do, but Aaron wants to play. Let's not confuse that one. That's why he's been working so hard to get back, and his willingness to play, even if he's not even 100%, is at the forefront of his mind. Like he wants to go, but like I said, until he's actually cleared, I'm not going to talk about it with anybody. Yeah, they're warranted. We've obviously we didn't coach it well enough, and we didn't execute it well enough, and just all the way across the board wasn't good enough, and in all three phases. It's anytime you lose 30-0. I mean, it's throw a dart at the dartboard, and you can pick a reason. But at the end of the day, starting with me all the way down, we've all got to be better. Woody's been great. I talk to him every day, and we're always talking game plan. We're always talking. We're always debriefing on the day, and we debriefed about the game yesterday. And but we're always talking. He's been great. Obviously in my heart, I feel like we built the championship roster. But at the end of the day, we still got to find ways to win with the guys who are on the football field, and we've got to be better as coaches. We got to be better as players, and we've got to find a way to string together plays. We got to find a way to stop offenses, make plays on special teams. Got to be better in situational football. So it goes all the way across the board. But do got a lot of confidence of the guys in the locker room. Love the players that are in that locker room, and we've just all got to be a little bit better. Just coaching to try to beat Washington, Rich.
Doesn't that enter your mind at all, given the way the season has gone?
No, two types of coaches, Rich. Those who have been fired and those who are about to get fired, my man. We coach in the moment. Coach to win a football game.
Still get the sense that the locker room is behind you?
Yeah, I think the locker room does a great job of playing for one another. That's first and foremost. You always play for the man next to you. But from there, I think this team is still bought in. I think this team still plays for one another. I think this team still loves one another. And I'll speak for everyone in that we are frustrated that we haven't been able to string together some wins. But I do appreciate the way we go out and fight. But we just got to find a way to be successful. All the way across the board, from the way we coach it to the way we execute, we just got to be more detailed. It wasn't good enough yesterday, and and again, credit to Miami. They did a great job, but we've got to be better all the way across the board.